Did you know that on your spiritual journey, God has entrusted you with unique revelations, truths so profound they were meant only for you? These are not ordinary insights, they are divine secrets, designed to guide and protect you in ways you might not fully understand yet. But here's the warning. If these sacred truths are shared carelessly with the wrong people, the very foundation of what God has prepared for you could be shaken. These truths are not for everyone to comprehend, and their purpose is tied to your unique calling. The struggle you face in keeping them guarded is not trivial, but a vital spiritual exercise, one that strengthens your connection to the divine and shields you from forces that seek to undermine your mission. On this journey, there have been moments where it felt like unseen forces were working against you. Opportunities you thought were secure suddenly vanished, and trusted relationships sometimes became sources of harm. These experiences are not random, they are deeply tied to the spiritual truths you carry and the level of discernment with which you guard them. There exists a powerful spiritual key, a divine gift that shields your purpose and secures your destiny. This key is your ability to discern when to speak and when to remain silent. For God's chosen ones, silence is not weakness. It is a profound expression of wisdom, an acknowledgement of the sacredness of what God has entrusted to you. When you receive divine insights, they are not ordinary pieces of information, but treasures imbued with God's purpose. Sharing these treasures prematurely or with the wrong audience can lead to misunderstanding, misuse, or even opposition. Consider the biblical story of Joseph, whose dreams of greatness were revealed too soon. His brothers, unable to comprehend his divine destiny, responded with envy and hostility, selling him into slavery. Although God ultimately used this situation for good, Joseph's journey might have been less treacherous if he had kept his dreams in his heart a little longer. How often do we, like Joseph, invite unnecessary trials by revealing too much too soon? Spiritual secrets hold immense power, but that power is best realized when they are kept in their rightful place, secure within your heart and nurtured through your relationship with God. Have you ever shared a personal goal or spiritual insight only to be met with doubt, envy, or scorn? Such reactions are not only painful, but also release an energy that can hinder your progress and obstruct God's timing. Not everyone around you is equipped to understand or honor what God has entrusted to you. These sacred revelations are tailored to your unique calling, and sharing them indiscriminately is akin to unlocking a door to forces that can derail your journey. Dreams and plans are like seeds planted by God within the fertile soil of your heart. Just as a seed requires quiet, undisturbed conditions to sprout and flourish, so do your spiritual secrets. Exposing these seeds too soon to external elements risks their destruction before their potential can be realized. How might God be calling you to guard these treasures more diligently? Proverbs 4:23 reminds us, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Your heart is the sacred chamber where God places His promises and visions, and protecting those treasures honors God's timing and wisdom. When you share what is sacred prematurely, it is like leaving a vulnerable seed exposed to harsh winds and storms before it has taken root. The beauty of your journey and the value of your purpose may be invisible to many, and some may unknowingly or purposefully sabotage what you are striving to build. As one of God's chosen ones, you bear a profound spiritual weight that not everyone can comprehend. Sharing too much creates openings for opposition and spiritual battles that you might otherwise avoid. Your mission is unique, and the secrets God has entrusted to you are part of the divine way He sustains and guides you. Have you ever noticed that sharing a deeply personal goal or vision sometimes triggers unexpected obstacles? Imagine telling a friend about a business idea, only to find unexplained resistance or barriers suddenly appearing. Or perhaps you shared a cherished dream with a family member and felt a wave of disbelief or negativity that drained your motivation. These experiences reflect a spiritual reality. What is sacred carries divine power, and exposing it to unprepared or unkind hearts can compromise its potential. In Matthew 7:6, Jesus warned, "Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you in pieces." These words remind us to discern the audience for our revelations. God often reveals his truths in deeply personal and quiet ways, moments of stillness, prayer, or gentle whispers. These divine messages are entrusted to you with confidentiality, not as a secret to hoard, but as a sacred trust to honor. When shared prematurely, or with those not aligned with your spiritual journey, the risk of misunderstanding or doubt increases. This is why not every spiritual revelation is meant to be spoken aloud. Consider the prophet Elijah, who expected God's voice in a powerful wind, an earthquake, or a fire, but instead heard it in a gentle whisper. This illustrates how God often works subtly, entrusting his servants with messages that require quiet reverence. Before sharing a divine insight, ask yourself, will this person understand or honor what I am about to share? If your heart hesitates, consider keeping it to yourself. Not everyone possesses the spiritual maturity to comprehend or appreciate the depth of what God has revealed to you. Silence in this context is not avoidance, it is reverence. It is an acknowledgement of the divine origin of these truths and a safeguard for their purpose. By choosing silence, you align yourself with God's wisdom, creating space for his plans to unfold in his perfect timing. Keeping a spiritual secret is an act of profound faith. It demonstrates that your trust in God's plan outweighs your need for validation from others. Think of this as building a fortified wall around the treasures God has placed in your soul. Nehemiah's rebuilding of Jerusalem's walls serves as a powerful metaphor for this act of spiritual preservation. When we choose silence, we create a sacred space where God's plans can flourish without interference. What steps can you take today to better discern what should remain between you and God? Honoring his revelations with quiet faith aligns you with his wisdom and allows his purpose to unfold in perfect timing. Protecting your spiritual secrets is a way of nurturing your well-being and honoring the trust God has placed in you. These divine revelations are not merely gifts, they are shields, your greatest protection. By safeguarding them with reverence, you open the door for God to lead you to unimaginable blessings. It is tempting to look outward for protection, seeking advice or relying on human strategies. But for God's chosen ones, the most potent form of protection lies within. The secret God has given you is a sacred key, a reflection of your spiritual identity and the purpose he has written on your heart. Why risk exposing this treasure to the world? Just as Jesus often withdrew to solitary places to pray and guard his communion with the Father, so too must we cultivate silence and discretion. Silence is not about fear or retreat. It is about recognizing the value of what you carry and safeguarding it from forces that might seek to diminish or derail it. Have you ever noticed how silence can disarm negativity and strengthen your resolve? Proverbs 21:23 states, "Whoever keeps his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble." This wisdom underscores the importance of choosing our words carefully, especially when they pertain to divine secrets. Your spiritual secret is more than a piece of information. It is a divine strategy tailored specifically for your journey. It carries the weight of God's purpose for your life, making it a target for misunderstanding, envy, or spiritual opposition. By keeping it guarded, you align yourself with God's protection and plan. Have you considered how your journey might shift if you approached your divine purpose with greater discretion? Could silence in this season be the key to unlocking your next breakthrough? Even those closest to you may not fully understand the magnitude of what God is doing in your life. Some may belittle your journey, seek to distract you, or even try to destroy the sacred work God is building within you. Sharing your faith indiscriminately exposes it to unnecessary attacks. Mary, the mother of Jesus, offers a powerful example of this wisdom. After the shepherds shared their divine encounter with the angels, Mary did not rush to tell everyone. Instead, she treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart. This was not fear but wisdom, a recognition of the weight and holiness of what had been revealed to her. Silence in these moments becomes a shield, a testament to your faith in God's timing. Keeping your divine secrets close allows God to mature his plans within you, revealing them at the appointed time. By safeguarding your faith and connection with God, you demonstrate your trust in his timing and your commitment to his purpose. Imagine the peace and strength that come from nurturing your spiritual treasures quietly, away from the world's chaos. By protecting these truths, you honor God and prepare for the fullness of His glory to be revealed through you. Many wonder how you endure trials and rise above challenges with unwavering resolve. What they fail to see is that your power comes from something hidden, a connection with God, deeply rooted and unseen. Like the roots of a tree, this connection sustains and nourishes you, allowing you to stand firm even in the harshest storms. By guarding this sacred connection, you fortify your greatest strength, enabling you to thrive where others falter. God has woven power into silence. The secret you keep is not only a shield, but a divine strategy for your protection and growth. Preserving your faith and spiritual connection within the sanctuary of your heart ensures that those who seek to understand or disrupt it find no point of entry. This guarded mystery becomes a sacred bond between you and God, unshakable and impenetrable. Keeping your secret is more than personal protection. It is an act of reverence for the calling God has placed on your life. By choosing to keep your faith and spiritual connection away from the scrutiny of others, you demonstrate a profound trust in God's plan. This decision declares your understanding of the magnitude of your purpose and your willingness to protect it at all costs. As Nehemiah rebuilt Jerusalem's walls to secure what was sacred, so too are you called to build a spiritual wall around your divine mission. Proverbs 4:23 advises, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Your heart, the safe for this secret, is the source of your strength and alignment with God's will. Protecting it ensures that you remain on the path He has laid out for you. When you keep this secret, you position yourself to become unshakable, fully prepared for the future God has designed for you. Revelations shared prematurely are vulnerable to destruction, but those nurtured and guarded with wisdom transform into eternal strengths. Every moment of silence, every act of discernment, and every prayer strengthens the foundation of your mission. By preserving this sacred secret, you glorify God, uphold your divine calling, and advance with confidence toward the purpose He has prepared for you. The world may not understand your silence, but your Father in heaven sees your obedience and will reward you in due time. Let your silence be a testament to your faith and a shield for the sacred treasures entrusted to you.